Good afternoon and welcome to EFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Welcome back to EFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. First, on the local scene. On Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, the Ministry of Education joined with the charitable organization MRI6 to celebrate a partnership that will support 15 educational institutions for the 2025-2026 academic year. The organization has made a donation of close to 70,000 EC dollars to help ensure that students in 11 secondary schools and 4 institutions that cater for children with special education needs are nourished and ready to succeed. Speaking at the ceremony, Senior Education Officer for Primary Schools, Elspeth Adams, thanked MRI6 for its donation. She also reminded the heads of the institutions that their stewardship of these funds matters. Minister of Urban Development, Honorable Banava Brown, said she is pleased with the procurement of the new equipment for the modern port project. The minister was speaking to the API during an inspection of the new equipment, which includes a world-class container scanner, new container handling equipment, and enhanced fire suppression systems. The fleet of equipment includes a 120-ton mobile harbor crane, which will allow the port to handle 2 ships simultaneously and reduce cargo delays. Other investments include air-conditioned sweepers to ease staff workload, upgraded health and safety systems, and expanded training for employees. Improve trade flow, but also create opportunities in logistics, freight management, and economic development, marking a new era for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Still on the local scene, the University of the West Indies UE Global Campus, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, has bid farewell to its longest-serving employee. On Friday, July 31st, an appreciation ceremony was held for Mrs. Patricia Baptiste Sutherland, who retired as a librarian after 41 years. Mrs. Baptiste Sutherland described the university as a wonderful place to work. She stated that she joined the institution with a primary school education and studied until she now has a master's degree. The former teacher, who originally hails from Sandy Bay, encouraged persons to read vigorously and gain an education. Although she has retired, Mrs. Baptiste Sutherland pledged her commitment to the campus and expressed satisfaction that the academic institution continues to evolve and expand. Commendations were given by those in attendance, both online and in person. On to news in the region. Guyana's ruling People's Progressive Party, PPP, has won more than twice as many votes as the nearest rival in the country's general election, setting it up for a parliamentary majority and another term for President Irfan Ali. The PPP secured 242,451 votes in Monday's general election, a total of Electoral Commission figures for each of the country's 10 districts showed. The PPP had a majority in 8 of the districts. Official figures showed a shake-up for the country's opposition, the upstart We Invest in Nationhood Win Party, which was founded just 3 months ago by business magnate Azruddin Mohammed, was second in votes, winning 109,015 total votes and a majority in 2 districts. Longtime opposition, a Partnership for National Unity, APNU, were trailing with 77,9 973 votes nationwide. Prime Minister Andrew Holness became the first political leader to win 3 consecutive terms in office as the Jamaica Labour Party (JLP) won Monday's general elections with a significantly reduced margin. In the 2020 general elections, the JLP had won 49 out of the 63 seats at stake in the parliament, but according to the preliminary figures released by the Electoral Office of Jamaica, the party won 34 seats as against 29 for the main opposition People's National Party (PNP). Prime Minister Holness won his St. Andrew West Central seat, a seat he has held since 1997. He polled 7,054 votes. 53-year-old Holness told supporters that he was pleased that they had decided to stand up behind the JLP. He said that during the third term, the party will have to undergo changes in a bid to attract new talent, hinting at a 4th consecutive term in government. On the international scene, Australia's top court has dismissed a last attempt by the country's most decorated soldier, Ben Roberts-Smith, to overturn a landmark defamation ruling. Thursday's ruling ends Mr. Roberts-Smith's long legal battle with the newspapers he had sued over reports of serious misconduct while he was deployed to Afghanistan. In 2023, a judge ruled that news articles alleging the Victoria Cross recipient had murdered 4 unarmed Afghans were true, but he argued the judge made legal errors. This made history, as it was the first time any court has assessed claims of war crimes by Australian forces. Mr. Roberts-Smith lost an appeal against the judgment and was ordered to pay the newspaper's legal costs. Roberts-Smith, who left the Defence Force in 2013, has not been charged over any of the claims in a criminal court, where there is a higher burden of proof. Finally, in sports, the French women's team has been barred from the Boxing World Championships in Liverpool because they missed the deadline for sharing gender test results. World Boxing, the international governing body for amateur boxing, said last month that women wanting to compete in the event would have to undergo mandatory genetic sex testing under its new policy. Those tests are banned in France, so the French Boxing Federation sent the 5-member team to a lab in Leeds on Monday to take them. However, on Thursday, the French Federation said that the lab would be unable to provide the results in time for its fighters to be eligible for the championships, which takes place from today, September 4th to 14th, in Northwest England. This has been WeFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Shanika Stapleton. Join us again at 3 o'clock for WeFM's 3 p.m. news. WeFM's Midday News came to you with the kind compliments of Quartz St. Vincent Limited.
Get vivid views at Quartz Optical. View the world in the latest frames and lens. Get 25% off on any credit purchases 12 months and over, with 15% off cash purchases. Wear it today and pay later. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online on www.quartzoptical.com. Get vivid views only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offers end September 30th, 2025. Conditions apply.
For over 20